The stands are packed and we are ready to roll. Welcome all to the inaugural season of the Marble Football League, starting out with a pair of Eastern Division opponents in the Kernels and the Tinspins. Later in the evening game, we'll watch an interleague battle between the Cheese Thieves and Glaciers, and for the night game, a divisional bout with the Sliders and Muffins. Now let's take a look at the visiting Iowa Kernels. And now, the Pennsylvania Tinspins! All right, now it's time for roll call. The visiting Iowa Kernels are led by Sarge, who pays attention to detail, can be sneaky through his line of defense, and is one tough leader. Al Loy, he's heavy. He will bend but won't break and has nerves of steel. National anthem has been sung, so let's get underway. Iowa Kernels going right to left, Tinspins left to right, and we have a touchdown in the first play of the game for the home team Tinspins. The first snap of the Marble Football League in its inaugural season is a touchdown. We cannot get better than that. And that ball had no shot of not being a touchdown. The Tinspins, with a huge push on the first play of the game, gets the extra point, 7-0 Tinspins. That one high in the air. Iowa has to get something here, or else the momentum will be trailing to the Tinspins. But it doesn't matter. Iowa with the touchdown. On the third snap of the game, they are about to tie this one up. Let's take another closer look. And it looks like one of the marbles for the Kernels jumped the ball over the marbles for the Tinspins, and the Tinspins went right under the ball. The extra point ties it up at 7 apiece. Snap number 4. Ooh, that one was close. 15 snaps in each half for a total of 30 snaps. Higher score will take the win at the end of the game. Snap number 6. Oh my goodness, what a whiff there for the Kernels. The Tinspins didn't even have the ball in their territory, and just let's take a look. Oh my goodness, the two marbles for the Kernels did absolutely nothing, sat in the end zone, while the rest of them whiffed on the ball. The Tinspins had an easy look to the end zone, and they got it. And there's another touchdown for the Tinspins. This home crowd is going crazy. 20-7, PAT pending, and the Kernels are not looking good here in game 1 of the MFL. They actually knocked it into their own end zone. My goodness, what a terrible turn of events right now for the Kernels after tying it up on the third snap. It's 21-7 right now. The Kernels need to get something going. You'll notice when the ball tends to move towards a certain team's end zone. Oh my goodness, there's the Kernels with the touchdown. What a high-scoring game we have here in game 1 of the Marble Football League. Let's take another look at that one. Ball's on the 20. And it looks like one of the Tinspin defenders hopped over the football, and the Kernels had an easy slide right to the end zone. See if they can make it 21-14. They do. So as I was saying, when a ball gets pushed towards a certain end zone, it seems the team with the ball closer to their own end zone has a good chance of pushing that ball because they get the first look at the ball. So we'll keep an eye on that for the rest of the day. So the Kernels got first push there, but to no avail. The defense from the Pennsylvania Tinspins stopped them pretty well. That ball pushed out to the 50. That ball stays at the 50 as well. One snap left in the half. You got to think the Kernels need something here. Change the momentum. And that's exactly what they get. What a play there for the Kernels. Ball sitting around the 50-yard line. Let's take another look at this one. Wow, it looks like the leader for the Tinspins, Al Loy, just absolutely whiffed on that one. Extra point is good. 21-21. Which current MFL team was not a part of the 6 teams in the first intended season of the MFL? All right, so after a touchdown on the last snap of the first half, we have a tie game at 21 apiece. And I hope you bet the over in this one, folks, because it is already over. I don't know what the total was, but this is over. The spread was even. It was a pick-em. Oh, and that one sent out of the end zone there. I hope the fan is all right. Let's take another look at this replay. And it looks like they both just got to the 50 at the same time, and it looks like the fan is okay. Going to take that one home as a souvenir. Ball sitting on the 20. Oh, and it looks like we have a penalty on the play. A false start from the Tin Spins. You can see, look how early the Tin Spins got onto the field from the Kernels. That means that the Kernels are going to have an advantage on the play. You see, they have 5 marbles. Tin Spins lose their defenders. Let's see what happens here. And the Kernels cannot do anything with the penalty. We put the ball on the 40-yard line as so the Kernels can get first push, but they couldn't do anything there. So a big stop there for the Tin Spins. The Tin Spins push it back out to the 50. Kernels had a chance there. You'll notice the Tin Spins going from right to left and the Kernels going from left to right now. Snap 25. Ooh, the Tin Spins almost took one there. Snap 26, nothing. Snap 27, nothing. 3 snaps left. If nobody... Ooh, that was a whiff on both teams. Kernels still a little bit of an advantage here. Can't get the push there. It looks like the Tin Spins will have advantage on this last snap. Can't get it. So in our first game of the MFL, we are going to overtime. So 42 points scored in the first half, none in the second half. Let's go to overtime. And this crowd is getting some extra football. This is what they paid for, and they're going to get it. Tin Spins now going left to right, Kernels right to left. First score wins, sudden death, overtime. No PAT needed, first touchdown wins. And the Pennsylvania Tin Spins get the final touchdown of the game, and they're going to walk it off. The Tin Spins fans are going home happy. The Kernels took a little bit off the football, moved it to the right, but let's take another look. It looks like one of the Pennsylvania Tin Spins knocked off one of the Kernels' marbles and went through and dove the football into the end zone, and that is it. 27-21 your final. After a phenomenal season and league opener, we can only hope that our next match turns out to be half as good as this one. We'll get our first look at the Glaciers and Cheese Thieves in an interleague matchup. Let's get a look at the updated standings where we find the Tin Spins on top after a thriller with the Kernels. The only question is, will the Tin Spins sit alone at the top, or will the Thieves take one this evening, leaving the Kernels as the only winless team in the East? Now, for a look at the cold-blooded Glaciers. And the home team out of Wisconsin, the Cheese Thieves. And here are the Wisconsin Cheese Thieves. And that crowd is going insane. Look at them. And now it's time for a roll call for the Glaciers. It's the cold-blooded and cold-hearted Yeti, an all-around star who can slip past the defenders, yet he can freeze the opposing offense if needed. On the home team, we have Jack, who can really stretch a lead if they get ahead, won't back down with his thick skin, and as one of the veterans in the league, he's really aged well. With that, let's get to the game. The Alaskan Glaciers going from right to the left, the Cheese Thieves left to right. Ooh, that was a close call for the Glaciers there. Let's see if the Glacier... Oh my goodness, everybody whiffed on that one. Ball stays where it is. And it looks like one of the Cheese Thieves jumped over the ball, but the Glaciers were nowhere to be found on that one. Snap 4, nothing there. Take a look at snap 5, see if we can get anything going. This is a low-scoring battle as compared to the first game we saw, 21-21 in the first half. And the Glaciers just sneak one in the end zone. The QB sneak, if you will. And the away team Glaciers on the board first. 6-0. Gonna go for the extra point to put the first touchdown on the board in Wisconsin. The Glaciers with quite a long ways to travel all the way from Alaska to Wisconsin. Extra point is good. Snap 7 coming up. And that ball, whoa, that soared out of play. And we can't see the fans on the other side of the field, but I have to assume the ambulance was called on that one. Oh my goodness, these fans, I hope they have their helmets today. Let's take a look at that one. And it looks like the two leader marbles kind of pushing at each other. We got a little bit of feistiness going on. A little bit of extracurricular activity, if you will. 5 more snaps. And still no score for the Cheese Thieves yet. This home crowd getting a little bit antsy here. They're looking for a great performance. 2 more snaps to go. Let's see if Wisconsin can get on the board. Let's check a replay here. One of the defender marbles trailed a little behind. Couldn't get anything there, though. Everybody misses there for the Cheese Thieves. The Cheese Thieves almost get one in the end zone here. Let's check out snap 15, and nothing there. So the Cheese Thieves, the home team, held scoreless. Let's take a look at the highlights. Glaciers, Cheese Thieves, switch sides. Let's get back to it. Another ball out of the end zone. This is one of the feistier games we're going to see all year. Balls are flying in and out of the crowd. Leader marbles going at it with each other. The Cheese Thieves, nothing there. The Glaciers still a 7-0 lead. And there it is, the touchdown for the Cheese Thieves. The first of the season for Wisconsin, and the home crowd is going crazy. Ball was around the 15-yard line, and Alaska got a good push, but all 5 marbles for the Cheese Thieves got the better push afterwards. The ball was slightly in the air, and it looks like the leader marble Jack able to push it in the end zone. Wow, what a play. 7-7 now. We mentioned earlier pre-game that the cold-blooded and cold-hearted Yeti could slip around the defenders. Oh my goodness, what a play! We got to take another look at that one. That was an insane touchdown to put them up 13-7. It looks like they got a good push, and one of the marbles trailed behind, and he could not have diagrammed that any more perfectly. The extra point is good. 14-7 Glaciers, 10 snaps to go. Oh my goodness, into the upper deck. We have a penalty on the play. Oh, an unnecessary roughness call on the Cheese Thieves. That means one of the marbles for the Glaciers knocked out of play. And man, just like I said, feistiness, extracurricular activity, Glaciers with the man advantage. Oh, and they almost got there. A 5-on-3 advantage, and they just were short. Ball around the 5-yard line. You couldn't have asked for a better try there from the Glaciers, though. And they get it anyways. The ball at the 5-yard line still, and the Glaciers put another touchdown on the board. Let's take another look. Absolutely no push whatsoever, and it looks like a Cheese Thief actually pushed it in the end zone there. What a weak piece of cheese. Glaciers up 21-7, 8 snaps to go. The home team needs to get something on the board here. Oh, almost do there. Ball around the 10-yard line on that one. The Glaciers got no push on that one. Wisconsin absolutely whiffed. Oh, there's a touchdown. Oh, wait a minute. We have a penalty on the play. As of now, it's a touchdown Cheese Thieves. Let's take a look at the replay, see what we can see here. Oh, and it looks like, if you notice up in the top left corner of the stands, here's a closer look. One of the Cheese Thieves got knocked out of play, but the Cheese Thieves still scored on the play, so that unnecessary roughness call is going to be declined, of course. Extra point is good. Cheese Thieves down a touchdown. 4 snaps to go. Make that 3 now. The Wisconsin Cheese Thieves need a touchdown here to send their home crowd happy. Nothing there. 2 snaps to go. They got to get at least 1 touchdown here. Forced to overtime. Nothing there. Can the Glaciers hold on for the victory? Yes, they can. Glaciers take game 2 of today, 21-14. Cheese Thieves got no push whatsoever. 21-14 your final. Now for the night game here in week 1. It's a mountain zone battle between the Arizona Saguaro Sliders and the home team Idaho Spud Muffins. Now we get a look at the standings once again, where the Tinspin standalone is the only team with a win in the East. In the West, will it be the Sliders or the Spud Muffins to sit atop the West with the Glaciers? Now it's time to meet the Arizona Saguaro Sliders. A full round of boos there. But now, it's time to meet the Idaho Spud Muffins! Here they are. How cool are they? They are the coolest, sleekest team in the league. Let's grab a look at our leaders. The Sliders are led by Pokey, one of the top offensive stars in the league, who really knows how to pick apart the defense, draws blood quickly, and doesn't make a lot of mistakes. The Spud Muffins have Top, one of the young guns in the MFL. He's quite the agitator, will really mash the opponent and is already an all-star player. Let's head down to the field for the start of the third and final game. Spud Muffins working from left to right, Sliders right to left. We've seen a really couple close games in our first couple Marble Football League games. In game number 1, we saw the Kernels and the Tinspins go 21-21 as the ball goes out of play there. Let's get a replay on that one. See what happened. It looks like the Sliders just pushed really well on that one. They'll need that the rest of the game. I don't know if the Spud Muffins will be able to play a good defensive game that the Sliders can get that kind of push. But back to game 1, 21-21 at the half. No more scores in the second half until the Tinspins took it in overtime and sent the crowd home happy. And speaking of the crowd, I hope this crowd's happy. Someone just got a souvenir. Take a look, just a nice hard-fought play between the Sliders and the Spud Muffins. No score there, so a low-scoring first half so far. Game number 2, we saw the Glaciers and Cheese Thieves, and the Cheese Thieves really kind of they looked like they lacked motivation, to be quite honest. Down 21-7, they ended up scoring to make it 21-14. Oh my goodness! What a bad break there for the Spud Muffins. Let's take another look. They get the push because the ball's near their territory, push it up, and it hits the launcher and knocks all the way back down to around the 45-yard line. That's a tough play there. Oh my gosh. The Sliders take advantage of the bad break from the Spud Muffins. Let's take another look at that one. Ball around the 45. Spud Muffins get a push, and the Sliders get a push rather, and the Spud Muffins absolutely whiff. They just whiffed the entire way. Extra point no good though for the Sliders, so the home team Spud Muffins still with a chance to take the lead here in the first half. Back to game 2, Glaciers, Cheese Thieves. Glaciers ended up taking that one 21-14. Cheese Thieves offense a little struggled. And we have no score for the Spud Muffins. Sliders lead 6-0 at the end of the half. Now time for that trivia answer. Which current MFL team was not a part of the 6 teams in the first intended season of the MFL? The Iowa Kernels. They moved from Manitoba, who were the Marblemen. So a very low scoring first half. Sliders 6, Spud Muffins 0. Home crowd getting really irritated right now. And there's another reason why. The Sliders just took one from the opposite 10-yard line into the end zone. The Spud Muffins jumped one over the football and then knocked it into themselves. Here's a closer look. Bounced over, knocked off a slider marble, and then went right back in the end zone. What a terrible play from the Spud Muffins. Slider's gonna go for 2 here, making a full 2-score game. Ball at the 30-yard line, what a play. Ball at the 40-yard line, rather, and they just push into the end zone. One of the defenders for the Spud Muffins, nowhere to be found. The other 2 whiff on the ball. What an awful performance right now for the Spud Muffins. They need to get some offense on the board. And that ball out of play, nothing there. Get another look at that one. And Spud Muffins, they have Tot as their leader, who is projected to be one of the top players in the league. But this young gun just has been nowhere to be found. You wonder if there was an off-season performance where he just didn't practice. He was too cool to practice. Still nothing from the Spud Muffins. Sliders, a great defensive performance right now. Spud Muffins only getting a little bit of push each play. The ball's just going back and forth, back and forth. Spud Muffins now with a chance to push. Don't get it to the end zone. Sliders now with a chance to push. Oh, and we have a flag on the play. And it looks like, oh, that's a false start now on the Spud Muffins. So they're going to be a man down. 2 men down, rather. Let's see if the Sliders can do something with the ball at their own 40. They can't. Now the Spud Muffins with a chance to push. And not much of a defensive play, more than a lack of offense, I would say, from the Sliders. 3 snaps to go. 2 snaps. Spud Muffins have to score on both these plays here. And they aren't going to. Spud Muffins, this is just for looks now. Don't even touch the ball on the last snap of the game. Awful performance by the Spud Muffins today. No scores. Tot needs to take a look at himself in the mirror and get to the locker room. 14-0 your final. Sliders over the Spud Muffins. We hope you enjoyed week number 1 of the Marble Football League. Let's take a final look at the updated standings for week 1. The Tin Spins on top in the East, the only undefeated team there, while the Sliders and Glaciers undefeated in the West. The Kernels and Cheese Thieves, they fought hard, but the Spud Muffins, a team that was supposed to be one of the top teams in the league, with an utter disappointment in week 1. I'm Chase Kaufman. Thanks for watching the Marble Football League.